List from last year. Watanabe and Higashino, also in this section of the draw, is the Olympic silver medalist Chan Ping-sun and Go Li Ying. They were actually in the All England final 3 years ago. Well, our next match is a men's singles, and it's two former world number ones. It is KIDAMBI Srikanth up against the reigning Olympic champion and two-time former winner here at the All England Championships, Chen Long of China. After that, men's doubles, and then the defending champions in the women's doubles. And we finish with mixed doubles as well. Well, we started the tournament with 5 former world number ones, 4 in the bottom half, 3 former world champions, all in the bottom half, and 3 former champions. Lin Dan is one of them, and he awaits the winner of the 2 former world number ones, KIDAMBI Srikanth and Chen Long. So quite extraordinary that 5 former world number ones within the draw, 4 of them in the bottom half of the draw. Of course, there was big upset first thing, our first match today, with the number 6 seed, the Asian Games gold medalist Jonathan Christie, being beaten by Lee Si Jia of Malaysia. So here come the 2 players, and this will be a 9th meeting between these 2 players, and as you can see, of the previous 8, Chen Long has won 6 of them. But the last time they played was the quarter-final of the Hong Kong Open last year, when Chen Long retired after losing the opening game. That was only 15 minutes played of that match in Hong Kong. The reigning Olympic champion. Well, I think it's fair to say that since winning his gold medal in Rio 4 years ago, perhaps has taken his foot off the pedal a little bit. Perhaps he's achieved the big dream. Of course, it's the big dream for every badminton player to win Olympic gold. It is the ultimate in sporting achievement, and I guess after that, the All England Championships and the World Championships are pretty equal in the pecking order of status in badminton players' minds. But Chen Long, he's 31 years of age now, born in Jingzhou in southern Hubei province. Went up 1 place in the world ranking published yesterday to number 5, but did spend 76 consecutive weeks as world number 1. Was actually in 3 consecutive finals here at the All England Championships, one in 2013 and 15, having lost in the final in 2014. This is his 11th consecutive appearance here and his 10th consecutive time that he's been seeded. He's the number 3 seed this year in these All England Championships. So to his opponent, KIDAMBI Srikanth, turned 27 last month, and he was world number 1 for one precious week from the 12th of April 2018. He went down in the world ranking this week, down 2 places from 12 to 14, and he's making his 7th consecutive appearance at the All England Championships. He was a quarter-finalist last year, which was the best that he has ever done at this particular tournament. So for KIDAMBI Srikanth, well, he's been having a fairly torrid time of late, and although 2 former world number ones, I think for KIDAMBI, well, he was in 1 final last year. That was his home event, the Indian Open. That was a Super 500 event. But when you think back to really when he was doing so well, 2007, he was in 5 Super Series tournament finals, winning 4 of them. In fact, he was only the 5th player in the history of the Super Series to contest 5 or more Super Series men's singles finals in a calendar year, joining Lin Dan, Bao Chunlai, Lee Chongwei, and his opponent of today, Chen Long. So he was in very esteemed company as we look at Gavin Smith, our umpire for this one. But Steen, I don't think I'm being unduly harsh, am I, to say that Kidambi has been struggling of late, recent months. He hasn't been able to produce that form we saw in 2017.
No, not at all. He's been way off the form he showed back then. And as of now, looks to miss Olympic qualification.
Well, he looks as if he will struggle.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'll explain more of that in a moment.
KIDAMBI Srikanth, India. On my left, Chen Long, China. KIDAMBI Srikanth to serve, Laval. Play.
So KIDAMBI Srikanth getting this first round men's singles match underway against the former champion, the two-time former champion, Chen Long of China. It's a good opening rally. And just to explain the point that you were making, Steen, for two players to get into the Olympic qualification in the men's singles, they both have to be ranked in the top 16 in the world.
Service over, 1-all.
Pulila Gulpichand on the left as we look at them. And the last player from India to win the All England title. It was 19 years ago, 2001. In fact, there's only been two Indian players win the All England men's singles championships, and Prakash Padukone was the other, and that was 40 years ago, 1980.
Service over, 2-all.
Real touch at the net there from Chen Long. Missed it. Not by much.
3-2.
Yeah, good call, line judge. Dismissed as well.
4-2.
Another one just missed. My goodness. It's missing by fractions, but a miss is as good as a mile.
5-2.
That was quite a bit out. And that's what's strange now. It seems like he's playing with the drift, Shrikant Kidambi, and in the mixed doubles we saw before, it was the other way around. So I guess you can play it long on both sides of the court. Not this one though.
6-2.
Oh goodness, another error. What on earth is going on? No wonder he looked puzzled and looks disappointed in himself.
7-2.
And the problem is also when you hit a streak like this, where the results aren't really there. It's not that you don't create the results, but you don't beat any strong players either. So you simply lack the self-confidence.
Service over, 3-7.
Yeah, change of pace, all about angle. As if he changed his mind on that backhand. Oh, that's well taken. That is well taken from Kidambi. Park Tae-sang, the other coach on the Indian coaching bench. Look at that, ready to pounce and brushed across the feathers to keep the control.
It's well played.
Yeah, very well played by Kidambi.
And he's actually
6-7.
he's undefeated in men's doubles this year, so that's a positive. Played one men's doubles at the Indian campaign in the Asia Team Championship.
That's right, he did
one
indeed.
With Chirag Shetty.
Shetty actually played 4 matches, I think, in that campaign in Manila, and he played with 4 different partners.
Yeah, because Ranking Reddy was he injured from the beginning, or did he get injured during? I don't think he was there.
He wasn't there, I don't think.
Practiced in Denmark for a week or so after the Spain Masters. Did Shrikant together with Saina Nehwal.
Service over.
Well, I would never have guessed, because that final shot there, that reverse slice, is very much a Danish trademark. Quite obvious he's been in Denmark.
Just before the German Open got cancelled, needed a week of practice, and was helped by the Danes in this case, and some of the other Asian players practiced
9-7.
elsewhere in Europe. Some then chose to go back home when German Open was cancelled. Others had to stay around.
Push long.
10-7.
Chen Yu, nearest to us. Charles Ranzer, head singles coach. The man in the background, he won the All England Championship, Charles Ranzer, here in 2000. That's just wide. And to the mid-game interval with a 4-point advantage to the 2-time former champion, Chen Long.
我就有时候现在他掉皮往上来，我放就推好，和我过渡完重复推的。
现在过渡没问题嘛？但是你自己要有感觉的，过渡完他没有拿了点，你有感觉的嘛？完了以后这种时候他拿不到点换，你先看球。当然，你这个他说放来你是很稳的时候，你这时候他又侧身啊换，你就可以出来。 是啊，过渡球他还没有往前踢，还是要等后场。
好，反正我
Don't hurry, don't hurry. So today is nice and throw was very nice. You have competent net, also good quality net. Don't move it.
Well, I certainly heard Park Tae-sang saying, don't worry. Yep, 4 points can be closed down.
That's a little bit universal because, I mean, worry won't help you at all.
No.
11-7. Play.
Oh, what a return of serve. That's perfect.
Service over. 8-11.
Going on. So, Steen, my fun fact of the day, Jill's fun fact of the day.
9.
Chen Long is the number 3 seed here at the All England Championships. No number 3 seed has won the men's singles title here at the All England for at least 37 years.
Okay.
And my records only go back 37 years, so I don't know before that. But that's extraordinary.
Yeah, it is.
A number 3 seed has not won the men's singles
11.
here for 37 years.
Beautiful kill there by Shrikant.
Oh, that's nice too, little block. Oh, suddenly he's just upped the pace.
Yeah.
He looks more in the zone.
11-4.
But I'm in a little debate with myself whether it's good for Srikant to play Chen Long or the opposite. And I don't think it's as bad as it could be because he can get to play here. Chen Long, you always have a match with him. He's not the one that goes in and punishes you with a big scoreline. So you have a chance to play your game. The question is it good enough to beat Chen Long? That we'll have to see, but it could be something that sort of started Shrikant off again if he's on his way back to form and even though he's out of the Olympics at the moment, we should not rule out that he could qualify. A good run here would help him a lot.
Well, 5 of the 6 points to Shrikant since the mid-game interval.
Service over. 13-12.
Plum on the line. Oh, I think it may have been the right idea, but definitely not the right execution.
It's also the body language after he made the mistake. Forget it here.
Yeah,
It's like he tells himself, yeah, there you go.
yeah,
That's what I thought.
yeah.
Into the net with it, just like yesterday and the day before that.
15-12.
course, since winning those 5 of those first 6 points since the resumption of play after the mid-game interval to get back to 12 all,
12.
has now promptly lost 4 consecutive points. Simply can't afford to do that, Steen, in these sort of matches.
No. Here in the defense, it's like the shuttle almost falls off his racket, and that's my main argument against Shrikant at the moment, that I feel that he has not been able to develop his game as much as it sounds stupid, but he's
Service over. 13-16.
he has one preferred playing style, and if that's not working, then he's in trouble. Whereas a number of the other players have sort of become more all-round, in my opinion. Still has a very, very strong preferred playing style, but also can play a little bit more patient. I think actually Shrikant's downfall started when Momota came back, where he played him 5 or 6 times, where he got less and less points for every time he played him. So it's Shrikant and Victor Axelsen, they really, really struggled when they played Momota.
Yeah, that's true. This is a good rally. Important rally too. Oh my goodness, that came off the frame.
Yeah.
And again. Yeah, didn't get away with it the second time. I have to say though, as we see that was indeed the longest rally of the match, have to say that it wasn't just when Momota came back. I think it also coincided, Shrikant and maybe some of the other Indian men's singles players, with Mulyo Handoyo, the former Indonesian coach of Taufik Hidayat, left India to work in Singapore, and I think that it was all happened at the same time.
At the same period,
Yeah.
more or less.
Yeah.
Service over. 17-14.
I remember we discussed Indonesia Open the year it was played in the exhibition arena next to that was the year Shrikant won it, because we discussed the improvement in net game of HS Pranoy and talked about Mulyo Handoyo, that he probably implemented some of Taufik's skills into some of the Indian players.
Yeah. And that was clearly in. He's left a number on the back line there, Kidambi.
Yeah, and I think the playing conditions are that that Shrikant is playing with the drift, but it's not that much, and Chen Long can, if he's careless, also put it long, so to speak.
Yeah, that would seem to confirm your theory there,
20.
Steve. It's game point opportunities for the two-time former champion Chen Long.
Service over. 15-20.
Wide opening game to the two-time former champion Chen Long.
First game won by Chen Long.
21-15.
15.
18 minutes for that opening game.
整体的战术 还是这样子。
在前面就是打起来跟第一场还是对他前半段出的节奏对不上，最后很难受。
他的其实你看，你的11天他基本上先推为止，后面完了以后，你后半段基本切为止。切的为什么？你因为你这个很多是放完，他放完以后，嘣，就推你2个转身，这样子。而你现在这边一样，战术还没有变，完了以后别急，因为以后场的话，想办法，如果说你这个一个是弧度可以行。
侧度肯定是往这边侧，
对，
头里可以多限制，对，因为他正好还有喜欢这样子。
对，他会有时候按照你的这个突对角，应该注意。
Like put the mistake among one leg, and put it fast. Yeah. Good, already fine. Sometimes after smash, half smash, open on block, quick, too much to motion. Sometimes to push. How about after push? After pushing, let it good. Let it close those guys. No. Sometimes no need motion. Okay. Logo stop, pass kick, pass me.
Long 20 seconds, roll 20 seconds.
I'm not quite sure, but I think the gist of that to KIDAMBI Srikanth was you don't have to try and be too clever at the front of the court, and in trying to play something deceptive, you're letting it drop. Keep taking it early to control the front play.
Second game. Love all. Play.
So the number 3 seed, the 3-time former finalist, 2-time former champion Chen Long. In this second game underway, I wonder if the drift might make a little bit of difference in this second game scene.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Whether we'll see Chen Long take a more controlling role in the rallies. There was a sign of it here where he tried to play back at the net. He looked to be in a good place in the Chinese coaching. The body language there was like a mutual discussion, and he felt like I got the impression that he was very aware of the situation and the arena and stuff like that. But 2 good points for Shrikant.
That's a wonderful smash. Steen, we need to talk really about Chen Long and the fact that this is his 11th consecutive appearance at the All England Championships, 10th consecutive time he's been seeded. His consistency over such a long period of time is very impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So his 11th appearance. So first in 2009. His first appearance here, where it was dominated by Lin Dan and Li Chongwei, and Chen Long was sort of the up-and-coming new young Chinese player.
Yeah.
Then he's had his own heydays, and now he's playing like a little bit of a dark horse, more or less. Perhaps not so dark this year as Momota is not here, so he's amongst the favorites to take the title, I would say.
Missed it. Yeah, Momota, the defending champion, or last year's champion, sadly not here to defend his title after being involved in a horrific car accident where there was a fatality and had to undergo surgery on his right eye. We all wish Momota a speedy recovery and look forward to seeing him back on the international scene again.
He just started joining the practice regime back in Japan. So I think there's a little bit sideways drift as well. From left to right, not a lot, but still just a little bit.
Thank you. Service over. 3-all.
Oh no, that's well judged. If our theory about the drift and that it might stay in that end.
4-3.
Yeah, but it's not totally ruining it, because that's one of the tricky things, that the drift oftentimes in these big arenas comes in layers. So if you play reasonably flat from Srikant's part of the court, there's a chance of putting it long. But if you have a lot of height on your lifts, I think most of them should stay in. Or go even further out.
That's, yeah, I was going to say, that's
If there's no drift
way
at all,
long. Yeah.
then we can say that Srikant's drift are awful. Because he's hit them way long on both sides of the court.
Now that, to me, just goes down as a missed opportunity.
Yeah, there's too much up and down in Srikant's game. That's a good shot. That's a terrible shot.
There's a big dilemma in sports, Dean. I mean, how do you get that self-confidence back?
Yeah.
Because you can, it's so different in the match situation. You can practice and practice and practice, and you have to have that belief in the match situation.
I think you got to have done something that can give you that confidence. You can talk to sports psychologists. You should do that as well. But I don't think that's the solution here.
4-6.
I think you have to have done something. You have to have run more than you've run earlier on in practice. You've got to have done more bicycling or more multi-feeding, or practice more or practice less, or whatever it's needed. You've got to have something that can say, this is what should help me get back to form.
And because I've done something different,
I can expect, I can hope for a better outcome than
Yeah.
I've got previously.
yeah. Oh my goodness, take that. Wow, no wonder the coach is nodding approval. This final smash was so crisp. Look at that.
Srikant.
And he didn't even
KIDAMBI.
manage to go for it, Shrikant.
Service over, 7-4.
Oh, that's just missed as well.
It's normally his strong side, the quick attack, short movement with the racket. This time overdid it a little bit. Very, very steep, that smash from Srikant.
Well, he's played 4 previous tournaments so far this year as KIDAMBI.
9-4.
And 3 first-round losses and 1 second-round loss. And that's the problem. This is what makes the difference, that little bit of lack of confidence. You play that, what should be a nice block across court, and it's just missing.
Yeah, and that's another thing that he could do. He could go down in level and win some matches. I mean, he's won one tournament match, and 2 matches in a team tournament against much lower ranked players. So it's been 2 long times since the umpire has set 20 match point and Srikant has had the shuttle in his hand.
Yeah. I think that's a very good point, actually. I think so many of the top players have been chasing Olympic qualifying points,
Yeah.
playing in all the major tournaments, and he's got himself in a rut because he's found himself losing first or second rounds, and he doesn't know how to get out of that rut. Yeah, that's nice.
11-4.
To the mid-game
Interval.
interval with a 7-point advantage. Chen Long of China. 29 minutes into the match.
反正现在就是把自己精力啊，就投在接发在体态里面，然后呢，这个精力团里面各个群体还要相持起来。一个人他来啊，他进就行。
这地方第一个是1比7上来，
你看这
先一个拱我，
对，
两个人。
相持起来以后去找球，相持起来盯球找球打啊。
还是1分打啊，
相持起来就盯球找球打。
还容易失误。
精力在自己的球上。
20 seconds, ball one, 20 seconds.
Of course, for Chen Long, priorities in life have perhaps changed in recent months when he became a father. But I have to say that, you know, I think he still desperately wants to try and defend that Olympic title.
I think so too.
And is building and building towards that.
Seeing if he can push his form just enough to repeat the win, emulate Lin Dan.
11-4.
And now here in the second part of the second game, we could see Chen Long. We basically should see him play some clears, some more clears than we've seen in the first part of the second game, because he's in a good position now. So it's not necessarily for him to finish the match as early as possible. It's also to get used to the playing conditions, to play himself into this arena.
Yeah.
Think about the next round where he, if he goes on to win, will play Lin Dan.
Yeah. Don't know what on earth happened to Kidambi in that last rally. Oh yes, that's delightful.
Service over, 5-12.
The thing is, Steen, is that I'm a great believer you don't become a bad badminton player or athlete, any sport really, overnight.
No.
But you can lose confidence. But you've still got the skills. The skills, he hasn't lost the skills, he's lost the accuracy of the skills and the belief that he can play them at the right time.
Yeah, and the solidity to play it enough times without error against the higher position. If you don't maintain your skills, I don't know whether that's the case here, but if you don't maintain the skills, there's some basic skills that you just need to do over and over again,
Yeah.
because they have to be rock solid.
Yeah.
And especially when you play against a rock solid player like Chen Long. There's the high lifts from Shrikant.
Missed it. I think that could be the longest rally of this second game so far. Longest rally of the match was 38 shots.
Kin. Seven, 12.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, I thought the initial stages of that rally, Steen, that KIDAMBI was absolutely controlling it.
Yeah.
13,
He was.
7.
But he can't make the opportunity bigger and bigger. Chen Long is playing well in defense. And as it often is when it's more patient players playing against more aggressive players, it's a little bit of a neck-to-neck race where the attacking player can be a little bit more patient than the patient player likes to and sort of make the chances big enough. And the patient player wants to get the attacking player to play one more of the really, really good shots than the attacking player is capable of.
Yeah. Well, the margins between success and failure are tiny.
14, 7.
And sometimes it's only like 2-3 rallies where if Shrikant was capable of sort of converting his control in those rallies, he would put all the psychological pressure over on Chen Long, who then would need to take away the attack from Shrikant.
Oh, yes. Well, I think KIDAMBI is virtually at the point of it's now or never. Got to start closing this gap and making inroads if he wants to be playing tomorrow. Oh, my goodness. He had Chen Long in all sorts of trouble there.
8.
And then overcommitted to his backhand net, KIDAMBI. Went down his forehand side. Almost like a doubles player there. That's great judgment again from Chen Long.
17, 8.
Yeah, he's had very few misjudgments that he's let fall and been mistaken. That's not something that we've seen a lot of with Chen Long. So good feel of where the court is, good spatial awareness.
Missed it. Well, I suspect it's really only a chance for KIDAMBI to make this scoreline a little more respectable.
Knows it's Shrikant, he's given up.
Service over, 19, 10.
That's a fantastic shot.
Now that's the sort of shot that we used to see all the time from
was.
Shrikant.
These little deceptions that the net used to do the trick like they did here, and then he could attack straight across. It was very, very difficult to judge.
Twelve, 19. Thirteen, 19.
Had a little think about it.
Yeah.
And decided not to go over.
19.
You know, a couple more points, Steen, and psychologically,
No.
no? No.
I think 15, maybe 16. I think Chen Long was alert here at 13. But, I mean, one single rally can go either way, but I think he's more focused. There could still be one or two rallies going the other way, but I think maximum 15 or 16 for Shrikant.
Well, there's only 4 points in it now.
19.
He was 10 points adrift at one stage.
Was he?
8-18. You never know in
No,
sport.
you never know.
You just never know.
That's true.
Wow. Yeah. And now it is match point opportunities for the two-time former champion, Chen Long.
Service over. 20. Match point. 15.
Goodness me. Punch clear, played to perfection.
Service over.
He looks a little bit surprised
16,
himself.
20.
Chen Long was waiting for the attacking shot. One match point well saved by KIDAMBI. Oh yeah, this time. Second time of asking. And the two-time world champion, the two-time former champion here at the All England Championships, Chen Long, comes through in 2 straight games. Scoreline confirmed by the umpire, 21-15, 21-16. In convincing style, I think it's fair to be said. 42 minutes, 43 minutes, just under, for his victory. And of course, Chen Long will now play against the former Olympic champion, Lin Dan, in round 2. But a good performance here in the first round. there is a confirmation that the